Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and today I'm starting another vlog, but they are currently out in the front yard grinding down a tree stump, but I'm here in my shipping room, my reselling room. I just recently did a tour video of this room. If you have not watched it, it was a really fun one. And then before that, I did a video on assembling this room and I think deconstructing my one that used to be in the basement, my old Etsy room. But I am in the process of transitioning to eBay, and I've had a couple questions about that. So I do not plan necessarily on taking everything off of Etsy and transferring it to eBay. That would be the hard way of doing it. No, I am planning on selling down as much as I can off of Etsy, and maybe some things will have to go on to eBay eventually, but all new things that I get are going straight to eBay. So that's sort of the way that I'm working it. So for now, Etsy is still there and still shoppable, of course, and we'll see how that goes. But right now I'm going to be working on some orders, but I do want to report on my new printer. I bought a new Rollo thermal printer, and that did arrive, and I do have a little footage of unboxing it. All right, I'm actually really excited because I just received my Rollo thermal printer. This is something that I've been wanting for a very long time. I haven't been able to like pull the trigger, but I finally did. And unfortunately, I don't have the computer to actually use this right now, right away. So I'm just gonna unbox it and we'll take a look at it together and see what it's like. But yeah, this is one of those things where I don't know, it's like it took me so long to actually buy it because, I mean, it's not cheap. And what I had was working. Look at the pretty purple. There's like a purple interior there. So it's a better way to print. So there's the inside of the box. And it has all these like little whatevers in there, alcohol pads. And then here is the printer. So what I like about this is that it's really small. Unfortunately, I will say this is not sponsored. I did pay full price for this, which is about $160. That wasn't the part that was holding me back as much as it was that I had to buy an actual computer, because I have been using Chromebooks for the past over 5 years. Now I do have a desktop in the other room, the office, but not in here where I do all my shipping. So yes, it has to be connected. It's not wireless. This specific model has to be connected to a computer. So here we are. This is the printer itself. How exciting. I don't think it came with any paper. Oh, maybe it did. Okay, yeah, it came with a couple. Now I went ahead and ordered like a whole box of labels, so they should be here in like a day or two as well, along with the computer. So I don't understand. I'll have to read the instructions on what the alcohol pads are for. Maybe to, I don't know. But we have the user guide right here. And then we have paper. These are what the labels look like. So these are like a fan label. They also have them in like a roll, but you would need to use like an adapter. They sell that adapter thing that would set behind it, and then it would like, yeah. But if you just do the fan ones, then you can just set them on the table right behind it. So yeah, I'll have to read up on this, but this is really exciting, and I'll show you whenever I get it going. So I already printed some labels out last night, and those were great. Here are, well, I can't really show you. So I just have 3 orders this morning to box up, and I can use my new printer. It's right down here, right there. It's very cool. I like it a lot. I did have to buy a new computer. I knew that ahead of time, a computer that would work with it. So I have this HP right here. What kind is it? I have no clue. I don't know, but it was, I think, like 500. It wasn't a lot. You know, some laptops can get into $1,200, but this is a really nice one. It's about the same size as my previous Chromebook, so that's nice, and it's able to connect to the printer. And it's a hardwired connection. That's why it's vital that I had a PC based, well, it could be Mac too, but a computer that's able to have apps and printers and stuff like that installed on it. Chromebooks are just not built for that. So I was also asked in a previous video how much all of this upgrading ended up costing me. So essentially the shelves and my new Rollo printer and the computer. So the shelves were, like I said, $40 each, and I ended up getting 6 of them. So that is 6 times, that's $240, is it? I don't know, man. Hey Google, what's 4 times 6?
The answer is 24.
Okay, great, I got it right. So $240 for the shelving. Let's see, what else did I get? Hi, Stell. You managed to find your way in here. I don't know if she likes the sound outside. Can you hear it? They're grinding that stump. You can't really see. They're doing it though. I don't know if she likes all that noise. So the shelves were like $240. The computer was like $500 or so. And this printer down here was, I think, $160, $180, I think, after tax and everything. So what is that? Is it close to $1,000 or so? So I mean, not a lot for all of the upgrades that I was able to do. And I had some people asking about the shelving in the basement in that room. That is still there, and I think I have a plan for it. One way or another, it's going to be used down there. I'm not taking it apart or anything. My paper is so low, so I will be going to the newspaper office and seeing if they got any new end rolls for me. That's where I get my paper, by the way. I've had many people ask. I do pay for it. It is currently 40 cents per pound at the newspaper office. And this is what you call an end roll. This is what they actually print newspapers on. It comes in a giant roll originally. But this is, and obviously I'm getting down to it. Whenever I find them, they're about this thick on a core. So yeah, about a little bigger, but I work them down. So I'm gonna go ahead and start packaging these items. So I was trying to figure out what size box to put this in, you know, because it's heavy. It's like a very heavy glass orb. And then, why is it? Oh, and then we've got this piece here. So in theory, they'll have to be kind of setting similar to that in a box. You wouldn't necessarily want to ship it like that. I guess you could, right? But I was looking for a box, and it reminded me that I didn't tell you about this closet. So I think a few people were wondering why I wasn't utilizing this closet, and that's because Aaron has an entire wardrobe of dress clothes. And mind you, he doesn't have a dress job. So they were never being used. And I explained that it was kind of a waste of space, and we do have other closets in this house. We have an office that had nothing in it, like no clothes in it, nothing hanging. And then if you can see over there, we have a hall closet. It's open right now, but it has a bar, and you know, there's room there. And then we have a closet down the hall at the end there. And to be quite honest with you, everything in that closet is Aaron's. Let me show you something. From here all the way down, that is all Aaron. That's all him. From here to there, that's me. That's it. That's all I've got in this whole house. I mean, some like sleepy stuff up there. And then I have my dresser right here. This top drawer is mine, and the bottom two is his. And then he had this entire closet, and all of those are his. All of that is his. Actually, I will say these are mine, which is, yeah, this is, I don't even wear this. I should probably get rid of that. Here's the big news. I'm in the office right now. He decided that it made sense to put his dress clothes and all of his other clothes in here. So I was so happy about that. So he took up this closet too. Now you can see how this closet is. So I have it set up with boxes. That door doesn't open all the way because of that. But I have my large boxes and stuff in here. And then my big open packaging, you know, I get this stuff from wherever I'm shopping online, and I hang on to them and I use them. So it's good for that. And then I can have like my 12 by 12 by 8 and all this. And then whenever I have my end rolls, which I'm about to get today, I can put those extra ones in here, along with extra bubble wrap. And so I've got other kind of boxes there, and I've got my air pillows. So it's nice, I can utilize this, and then it's not all cluttered up over here. So that's great. Oh, this all began because I was looking for a box. So, I don't keep a lot of constructed box. Well, I don't really get a lot either. We're gonna have to think about this, aren't we? Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put it in this giant box, which is something I didn't really want to do, but it's just gonna have to be. I'm actually gonna double box this glass one right here because it is like heavy and glass, and it's just the most easiest thing to do whenever you're doing it in a large box like this. And I might end up being able to cut down this box. I don't know yet, but I have my little boxes. They are dwindling down. I cannot believe how fast those are going. I started with, I think, 75 of them. So I'm going to put the orb in that box. It'll be padded all in that. And then that whole box will go inside of this box. And then this can kind of hang loose off to the side. And depending on how tall that is, I might be able to cut it down the height, which would help in shipping costs. I've had numerous people ask me if I use Pirate Ship, and I do. I have been using them for over a year. I think since 2018, it shows right here. So I have spent a lot of money with them, over $13,000 in shipping labels, but they are fantastic. But I would highly recommend this company because you will qualify for cubic pricing, which is a reduced price based on the size of your box. So this is what that box ended up looking like. It doesn't look pretty, but this is that crystal ball and stand. This used to be a 12 by 12 by 8 box, much like this one right here, but I cut it down so that it's specifically just what it needs to be. And because it's going to New York, I thought that it would be worth it. So let me show you what the price difference would have been if I would have just left it at this size. So if I was to ship this out as a 12 by 12 by 8, 6 pounds, it would have cost $14. Okay, I'm gonna go back and go to the previous step. All right, the actual new dimensions are 12 inches by 8 inches by 7 inches. Still 6 pounds, and we'll hit get rates. And as you can see, it's a savings of about $4. So I will go ahead and buy that label because that's a deal. All right, so it is now later in the day and I convinced myself to clean the house, so that'll be fun. Yeah, it's been a while and there is just kind of stuff hanging all around here. So I'd really like to do that. And I finally put my pillowcase in a cleaning solution of OxyClean. So it's like an ongoing saga now of that like mid-century bark cloth pillow case. It's a pillow, and I had to take it apart, pull the stuffing out, and let me show you that. It's kind of gross. So I got it in this little bowl here. Let me get the bubbles away. It's already, like the water's already kind of yellowy. I don't want to stick my hand in there, trust me. It's like, it's already, ooh, it's darker than it was before. So, yeah, we're gonna see if this pans out. But I've got OxyClean in there, and, oh gosh, yeah. I hope that it'll clean up well, because I really want to salvage it. It's a very cool mid-century pillowcase thing. But I have here items for Aaron to do. These are now on his list. Let me show you that list. So we've got a Google list, it's called, and I have it shared between me and Aaron, so he can access it on his own computer. But this is the list that I have here. It's basically like an Excel sheet, except it's the Google version. So I'll put in here the titles of things. I'll get you closer. So I put in the titles of the items, and then I put in the condition, and then he'll come through and he'll fill in the item size. I already have the prices set in here for him. And then he'll put in the weights, and I already have the box size put in. So the things that he can do is the item size and the weight. But right now, I don't know if he would be able to accurately choose the box size. So I'm doing that, but eventually he might, you know, do more things. But the price I definitely set, the box size I set, the condition and the title, and then he kind of fills in the rest through there. So this is what we use to list on eBay right now. So it's working out pretty well, and he'll do the photos with it, and then he'll use my information and paste that in to create the listings. But look at this table, it is like a mess right now. Booth items here that never did go to the booth because the booth is closed, of course. I've got some Franciscan apple that has like, I thought it had like a chip on it. This one does here, right on the handle. Right on the edge of the handle. But yeah, these are kind of like seconds, and I don't think they're gonna go well online, so I'll probably price those individually and put them in the booth. Oh, here's my Belique book. Let me bring you to the table. Okay, so it's dusty. So this is that replacement replacement Belique book that I got. And it is everything that I was looking for. You can look through here and see all these wonderful, like these are great high quality pictures, photos. Like even the black and white ones, you can definitely see what's going on. You know, if you can remember back to what I was dealing with before, much better. So I've got this wonderful set of Belique, or this book of it. I just love it. It's a great one. And it has an entire like forward of like, this is all about the company, all of it. It's amazing. That other book had nothing like that. It was no competition. So if you want this book, it's called Belique, The Complete Collector's Guide, an illustrated reference, 2nd edition by this person. So this was actually sent to us by a subscriber. And it's funny because they are Corel plates. And I did a Corel like haul video kind of a thing, and it has 1989 on this one, that's my birth year, and then on this one 1987, that's Aaron's birth year. Aaron likes to collect things with dates on them, our birth years and stuff, and then of course they're Corel. It's a collector series, by the way. This was a Corel Christmas series 1989, obviously. So yeah, those are really cool. And then it came with a little card from Ken. That's not focusing. There we go, Ken Rains. So thanks to Ken for these wonderful plates. You know what, I came back to this. I think I'm actually gonna swap this water out. Look at that, look how yellow that is. See all that? I think I'm gonna rinse out this and then get a new batch of cleaner in here. I just don't know if it's gonna clean correctly if it's just bathing in brown. Yeah, we'll get that cleaned up and hopefully it'll be even better. All right, I rinsed it out really well, and then I went ahead and filled up a new bowl of OxyClean water. So I think this color down here is what we're after. I don't know if you can see that. It's sort of like a nice creamy color, and then yet as we get this way, it's more like a gold. So we're gonna put this in and hope for the best. Okay, I think it's time to get this darn thing out of here. This was that table that was in the back room, like back in the back where we have my new reselling room. But I listed it on Facebook Marketplace. It's a pretty nice table. You know, it's all in all in great shape. I've had this for over 7 years, about 7 years. And I put it on Facebook Marketplace for $20. We'll see if it sells for that. I mean, I think it's worth $20, but my initial impulse was to put it on there for 10. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to put this out on the back porch, and that way it's out of here. All right, it is now a little later in the day. I had a chance to clean the house. I feel so much better, and I'm about to go to the post office. So I just have a small amount of boxes right over there, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That's pretty good. And then I also am going to add a couple things to Aaron's list for eBay. Those select items right there. Mostly some orange items, not these. These are mine. But those will be going, including the quilt, will be going on eBay. All right, so now I'm back, and this is the paper that I bought. It was $35 for all of that. Not bad for all that paper. And then over here, that's gonna be a whole nother video, an unboxing video, but a subscriber sent that to me. It is filled with, I think, made in Japan, Nippon kind of stuff. But what we did is a trade. She contacted me beforehand, and it worked out for both of us to do it that way. So that's going to be an unboxing video of things to list in my new eBay store. So that'll be fun. I know of a few things that are in there, but there's also things that I have no clue, so it's gonna be a surprise. So that'll be a great video. But with that, I'm going to wrap up this video here. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.